Nitong mga nakaraan ay nagsimula na nga po akong mag-upload ng mga, o gumawa ng reaction video patungkol sa mga kanta or mga live performances ng SB19 dito nga po sa aking channel. At dahil po doon ay nagsimula na nga pong umangat yung aking subscribers, dumami ang mga supporters ko, 'di ba? Sa madaling salita is lumaki po yung channel ko dahil po sa tulong ng SB19 na mga fanatic ng SB19 or yung kung tawagin is 18, no. Nung mga nakaraan is puro kanta yung mga kina-upload ko or mga live performances. So this time nga po is may mga nagre-request na rin ng mga documentary kung paano daw nagsimula yung SB19, kung paano nabuo. So kaya nga po this time is gagawa naman po tayo ng hindi kanta, ng hindi live performances ng SB19 na reaction video. So which is ito nga is gagawin natin is yung documentary, no. So kung paano nga po nagsimula yung SB19, kung paano sila nabuo, no. So ito yung SB19 Story Episode 1 Soundbreak. Ayan, so bali ito naka-upload to sa channel ni Casual Chuck, no, na mayroong 82,500 subscribers, no. Syempre ito nakapag-subscribe na ako dito kasi nabigyan ko na ng reaction video actually to dun sa live reaction video ko nga po, no. So ngayon na-request lang sa akin na gawan ko ng reaction video to or i-upload ko daw sa regular upload ko yung story, no, ng SB19. Okay, so mayroon na po itong 121,000 views sa loob ng isang taon, no. In-upload ito noong March 28, 2022. Okay, yan. So eto kung gusto mo itong panoorin, no, kung gusto mong mas makilala pa yung SB19, kung fan ka ng SB19, no, so pumunta ka ng description, din yung pinaka-link niyan, no, para direktang makapunta ka sa video na to, no. Mapanood mo ng dire-diretso kasi yung gagawin natin dito is may slide tayong gagawing cut para at least mabigyan ng reaction or comment yung pinaka-video na to. Okay? Ayan, so kung gusto mo rin ng ganitong klaseng content, syempre wag mo nga kalimutang i-like yung video na to, no. I-subscribe yung channel ko kung bago ka pa lang. Click notification bell para ma-update kita kada may lalabas po akong ganitong klaseng reaction video. Okay, so wag na po nating patagalin, play na po natin ang SB19 Story Episode 1 Soundbreak. Let's go! Brut brut pow! If you want to support me, become a member or donate. Thanks for supporting Casual Chuck. May mga sumusuporta pa sa inyo. Sana all
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible. So enjoy.
Yes. 2016. Sino to? 2016?
This is called Triple,
okay.
a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the
talagang di ko alam kung sino tong mga to, no? Sa Korea po sila, yung cult culture.
Word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Ooh. Cult culture na wala yung isa ron. Okay. Soundbreak.
Do you remember this song?
Eto na sila. Akas pa namang step nila eh, no? Parang narinig ko na nga to. May pagkakahalintulad. Halintulad nga, oh. So bali, eto pala is kinover nila yung kanta na yon, which is may kahalintulad pala yon dun sa Korean na grupo ng cult culture. Yeah, okay, tuloy.
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too.
Yung cult culture kasama yung isa doon, so nawala, naging Cult 2. No? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin silang dalawa, kahit dalawa na lang sila, wala na yung isa. So, nagtuloy-tuloy pa rin sila sa paggawa ng music, parang gano'n na. Tulad din to.
This man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called SB19 Entertainment.
SB19.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm talking about Tatang Robin.
Ooh, Tatang Robin.
Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers. A group of young people that will be part of the...
So, ang ginawa ng isang miyembro na nawala dun sa cult culture na yon is humawak siya ng iba-ibang K-pop group, no? Nagpa-audition siya, parang ganun, no? So, nag-stop na siya sa paggawa ng kanta, which is, gusto na lang niya mag-handle ng mga bagong talent. Ayun, parang ganun. So, ito.
Package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines.
Nara.
They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
I can't find, 내게 갈 때까지 Cause you're my lady 널 향한 dropping, yeah 마음이 살 때까지.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
30 trainees.
Jan Paulo Nase.
Isa na agad si Paulo sa nakuha niya dun sa 30, no?
He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo.
Ooh, dati siyang Sejun. Okay. Unti-unti ko
Now
siya
that the
nakikilala.
methodical leader is chosen,
Sejun,
they
Pablo.
needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Ooh.
Stelvester Ahero.
Ahero.
He was only 16
Kaya
when
pala
he started
Stel.
competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Sayon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just...
Totoo yun, no? Para sa akin, siya yung pinakang mas matining na boses, mas mataas, parang ganun, no?
He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just... out of this world. He debuted as Stel, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Main dancers, choreographer pa. Main vocalist. Kaya naman pala. Josh Cullen Santos.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision.
Homeless?
He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends.
So galing si Josh sa talagang magulong pamumuhay, magulong parang pagkabata, no? Homeless, no? 16 years old pa lang siya, naging independent na siya, no? Tumayo siya sa sarili niyang paa, no? Na walang tulong ng kung sino. So masakap din pala yung pinakang sinapit nung kabataan nito ni Josh. Deserve talaga, no? Para sa akin, nakakatuwa yung ganito na galing sila sa talagang pagsisikap sa sarili. Pagsisikap, no? Tapos biglang umahon sila sa ngayon. Yun yung mga nagugustuhan ko sa mga sa mga ngayon, mga sumisikat, yung talagang deserve talaga nila yung ganito dahil ganun nga yung pinagmulan nila dati, no? Ayaw nila nang bumalik sa ganung buhay, kaya nagsikap sila para umangat. Ang galing. Tuloy.
Degree. He clearly had no background in performing.
No?
Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Seyon.
Hey!
They became co-members.
Magkasama sila sa isang grupo dati, si Stel at saka si Josh. Okay. Ayos Connect yan
which led to him meeting Stel and Seyon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. Anyway, Josh was saved by Stel after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off.
Yung BTS, alam ko yung grupo na yan talaga, mga P-pop yan. Or mga K-pop pa nga, wala pang P-pop, parang ganun no? So,
Josh was saved by Stel after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Dancer na rapper pa, pogi pa.
Justin De Dios didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee.
Inopera na pala na Show BT to, si Josh. Okay. Kinuha siya kusa, no? Pogi.
As a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world, let's do this.
Ganda nun dati na rin palang magkasama si Josh tsaka si Justin sa isang grupo. Kaya, look familiar. Di ba? Familiar sa kanya kasi nga kasama niya dahil sa grupo. Yokito, sino yun?
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department.
Yes. Kumbaga yung boses ni dati ni Josh is hindi ganun ka hindi ganun ka plakado, parang paano masasabi yun, no? Yung taas, no, parang hindi pa ganun ka Kaya pina-practice siya ni Pablo, tama ba?
He became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got selected
na pala siya sa pagiging filmmaking.
To debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more.
Kaya siya naging parang naging isa rin sa director ng mga music video nila na ngayon since meron siyang idea sa pag-filmmaking. Ayos. Okay,
The
nakikilala ko
story
na
for
sila.
another video. At this point, SB19 seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number.
Yes.
2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing.
Balance na.
Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level.
Yun.
Someone so
Kompleto na sila. May dalawang rapper na, may dalawang lead vocal na, no? Talagang as in, compact na, no? Pero naghahanap pa sila ng isa pa na, kumbaga, bilang parang extraordinary na talagang magpapaboom pa sa kanila, no? Hahanapin nila ngayon yun, yung isa pa na yun. Which is yun nawawala na lang si Ken. Tuloy.
and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young
May
artists.
kulang apat lang
This
estudyante.
venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Gusto ni Tatang Robin magpa-audition para makakuha pa ng magbibigay ng talagang kakaibang talent pa, kumbaga, no? Isang-isa na lang, no? Nagpa-online audition siya. Pero sabi ni Josh, may alam ako kung sino yung pwede natin kunin. Eto na yon. Nasa exciting part na tayo, mga Neopits.
Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy. Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school
Parang di ako makasabay si dito. Sige, no?
After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigos.
So siya lang sa SB19 ba yung gumagawa ng ganito, yung tumatambling-tambling? Yan, so pinakita kasi ko siya yung pinakang parang magbibigay ng mas kakaiba sa grupo kasi siya yung may pinakang special na talent, yung pagtumbling. Siguro meron pang iba. Tuloy natin to.
To the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigos 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside.
Galing. Kilala ni Josh si Ken, no? Gusto niyang kunin to, pero si Ken is walang budget pamasahe papunta sa kanya. So ang ginawa ni Josh, gumawa siya ng paraan para magkaroon siya ng pamasahe para magkita silang dalawa na para makuha ngayon ni Josh si Ken sa grupo. Napakaangas, ang galing naman nito. So ito lang mga repapits, no? Kung hindi ko kilala pa, kasi actually may alam na ako sa story ng SB19, ano. Eto, kung hindi ko pa sila kilala, no, isa-isa, mahihirapan ako talagang mahirapan akong magbigay ng comment dito kung sino ba to, sino to. Ngayon kasi may mga kaalaman na rin ako, kaya medyo parang hindi na ako nahihirapan, di ba? At least, di ba? Nakikilala ko na sila ng tuloy-tuloy, no? Okay, ito natin to.
With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group.
Yes.
One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if SB19's training program didn't even exist.
Yan na.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect.
Yun!
When a small and
silang 5 nagsimula sa grupo ng butterfly effects.
seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effect elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19.
8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3. Equivalent to is equal to 19. Okay.
So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. SB doesn't only mean show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this phrase: Soundbreak.
So yung SB is Soundbreak, tapos yung 19 yung pinagsamang code number ng Korea at saka ng Philippines. Napakaangas. Soundbreak 19. SB19, sorry, episode 2. Alright! Napakaganda na ito mga Repapits. Ayan, so maraming salamat kay Casual Chuck dito sa video na to. At least nagkaroon ako ng konting linaw na, paunti-unti na to, dire-diretso na. Nasa episode 1 pa lang po tayo ng SB19 story, episode 1. So soon natin, episode 2, dire-diretso natin to. Sana po is kung mapansin man ito ni Casual Chuck na binibigyan ko ng reaction video, yung video niya, sana naman paunlakan niya po ako dito. So sana po, wag niya akong bigyan ng strike. Casual Chuck, automatic naka-subscribe na tayo dyan. So yun pala yung istorya kung paano nabuo yung SB19. So ngayon na talagang alam ko na. Okay? Ayan, so kung nagustuhan mo yung video na to, pumunta ka ng description, nandun yung pinaka-link niya, i-click mo para direktang makapunta ka sa pinakang video nga po nito ni Casual Chuck, panoorin mo ng diretso this time kasi kinatkat natin kasi nga po reaction video yung ginagawa natin. Okay, so kung nagustuhan mo rin pagbibigay ko ng reaction video, syempre wag mo kakalimutang i-like yung video na to, i-subscribe yung channel ko kung bago ka pa lang, click notification bell para ma-update kita kada may lalabas po akong gantong klaseng reaction video. Hanggang sa muli, marami pong salamat. This is Doggz G TV. Peace and I'm out. Yeah.